Welcome to Namungo Media YouTube channel. Today our life is about how to register for DV Lottery 2025, American DV Lottery 2025. Those with experience, those who those what those who want to join to go to the US, that you want to go through via the DV Lottery. This is the best time for you to see what's really happening on the internet, in that you know what is required of you to register, and then see how you can process your paperwork. Uh, every year, usually, America registers 55,000 non-immigrants that enter the US via this process of the DV Lottery green card. Usually, this happens at the end of the year, and then selection starts, and then results are announced usually at the end. Selections are usually done, and results are always out next year, the following year, in June or May. So this time around, you are going to start filling or registering to this process. In this process, you have a few requirements that you really need to start your registration, or rather to go into this draw. This is a draw where you are needed uh, to register on the US website. The US website, I'm going to put it in the comment sections here. Those who are online now, hope you can. I'm going to put a link there. It is dvlottery.state.gov. That is the link. We will click on that link, dvlottery.state.gov. It's the link where you'll click and then start registration. Registration, you will need an American size photograph. Usually, when you go to the photo studios, this photo you cannot take it with your mobile phone. Let me first do a disclaimer. I'm not a US immigrant officer, but I just give you what I know about the DV Lottery of the US. I just give you a hint of what I know, but I'm not an official of the US immigration officer. So, rather, I'm passing through. We are going through the necessities and requirements for you to apply to register for this DV Lottery 2025. 2024, they are still in the process. 2024 winners, they were announced in this year in May. And for them, their interviews have begun. Those who are lucky, who have low case numbers, they have received their emails and are waiting for their interview. They are doing interview appointments, medical appointments, and now waiting for their interviews. But DV 2025 officially begins today. If you are in East Africa, it begins 7 p.m. If you are around in the Middle East, it will begin at 8 p.m. If you are in the US, it will begin in the morning, 11 a.m. So around the world, registration is going on. The websites are going to be busy, are predicted to be busy during this time of registration. So the registration will go on for 30 days. And those who will not have managed, who will find the internet very busy, you'll have to come back to the website and then register. It will take 30 days. If it fails in the first day, try the second day, try the third day, try the fourth day. If it fails in the 1 week, it means you don't know how to register. You consult, you get some people who you can consult. Rather, I'm going to put there my WhatsApp number where you'll be able to reach out to me and ask me any question you can ask, any question you need to go about the DV tally of green card. So what I must tell you, what I must say, that it's not a hard process. You can do it yourself as long as you have gone to the photo studios and taken an American passport size photograph with a white background. It's the photograph that will take you through. In the course of selection, when your photo, you took a photo with your phone, you'll end on that stage. But once you take a professional photograph, it is called an American size photograph, then it means you have high chances of being selected. Which high chances? That they will first scrutinize your photos. Your photo will be up to the standard that is required to fill this lottery. Then you'll go to the next step. And then you never know, they might select you. And if they select you, there are further processes you go through. Once you are selected, you need to fill instantly. Once they tell you that date, that on 6th May or 6th June 2025 is when you check your results. Then when you check your results on that very date you are given, you need to fill a form. That form is called a DS260 form. Brother, before we reach up there, the requirements to fill a DV lottery: first, you need an American size photograph. You need an email. From an email, if you don't have an email, just go to Google and create one. Create an email where you know, or where you will remember the password of that email. Don't use an email you don't know its password, because these other further processes where you are going to be going after selection, you'll need to be logging on to the internet, logging on to the website using your email address and your password. So it needs you to have an email address with a valid password. So those we have seen too, where you need an American size photograph, you need an email with a valid password, and also it has to be valid email. And then you need, of course, you need internet. Internet, because you are going to fill via the website. The website, I'll put it there in the comment section. It is dvlottery.state.gov. So it's where you log on. When you log on, then you need to know your date of birth, your correct spellings of your names, your first name and your last name. Your date of birth, you must know. Your date of birth, you must be very careful, and your date of birth must be the one on your academic documents and your passport. As long as it's the same, the spellings are the same on your passport and all your documents, then you are good to go. You have to be very, 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 very careful. The spellings of the names, the spellings, the dates, the birth date, and yeah, the minimum qualification of all DV applicants must be grade A or senior 6 A-level certificate. Those from East Africa, those from US, it must be, from around the world. Around the world, academics is also a requirement. So you check on the website if you qualify. Say if you are in Africa, you search for your A-level, you have an advanced certificate of education, you are good to go. If you have a working experience, say you search for your ordinary level of education, and then you went ahead and acquired certificates and diplomas and degrees, you are also good to go. So These are some of the few requirements on the fingerprints that you need to register. The American size photograph, a valid email, and a valid password of that email. You'll have also um, academic qualification, advanced certificate of education, or equivalent to any advanced certificate of education and above. Then you need to have correctly spell or correctly write your names, your first name, your last name, and then a valid mobile number. You'll have to choose a valid mobile number. If you there are options. You put one mobile number and then put another one. So it's better you put your mobile number and then your next of kin's mobile number, or maybe your sister, maybe your brother, who you know that if your phone is missing, then his is not missing. So in that you will be reached in case they need you. This is why. So other things you need the internet. Of course, you go onto the internet, the website. It is dv.le.state.gov. Those are the few requirements that you need. So stay tuned. We are going to be bringing more and more and more information about the registration. You'll have to fill these forms, and then you never know, the chance might come. If you have a kid, if you're married, make sure also your husband, you have his photo, or your girlfriend or your wife, you have his photo. If you have a kid, make sure you have kids' photos also. They must all be American size passport photographs for both those who are married, for both your wife and husband and your kids. If you register for DV lottery, US DV lottery, and you are married and you don't include your spouse during registration, that is another case. You might be denied, you might be selected, and then when you go to the visa appointment, then they might deny you a visa because you did not include your spouse when you are registering. So it's better now if you are married, put your spouse. If you have kids, please also take American size photographs of your kids and include them in the registration. In that, when you are selected, you don't have many questions that you did not include this son, you have this son, you don't. So we are denying you visa. No. Just do that. That's what you are required of to register for this American DV Lottery 2025. Thank you all for tuning in. Please subscribe to Namgo Media YouTube channel. If you are there and you need any assistance, please email me on peterapple568@gmail.com, or you'll have to send me a message, or you have to comment in the comment sections here that I need your help. I will reach out to you. So in case of anything, any query, we shall be live on TikTok, we shall be live on YouTube. Once you need any help to register, we will be in touch. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good day. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for following us on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.